What's up, everybody? Just got a new product in the mail from a company in Florida called Just Not Hungry, and I'm gonna give it a shot today. First thing we need to do is pour a cup of almond milk. I use Simply Almond because it's the best. There's nothing in it but almond milk, almonds, and sea salt, and 0 sugar. Okay, then we're gonna take this cup of milk, pop it in the microwave. I figure 2 minutes would be good. That should get it nice and warm. 40 calorie, 4 grams of protein, 1 gram of net carbs, and no sugar, 0 sugars. Pretty freaking awesome. All right, milk is nice and warm. All right, comes with its own scoop, which is good. Guess that's 1, let's make that a level scoop. We'll add that in there. Let's stir it up. Looks like a nice cup of hot cocoa. Heated the milk up, added the mix. I'm gonna give it a shot. Now it does have some spice in it. Tastes pretty good. Oh yeah, that's tasty. So 1 cup of this is supposed to prevent you from getting hungry in between meals, so you're not going for those snacks. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Flavor is good. The consistency is good. It dissolved extremely well. I would recommend it. See the link in the description below and look for the discount code. What's up, everybody? And welcome to another episode of What I Ate to Lose Weight at 58. Today we're going to make my Power Bowl, which is really simple and consists of only a few ingredients. Number 1, and the most important, is the ground chicken. Now, if you don't have ground chicken or can't find it at a grocery store in your area, you can use ground turkey. I like it a lot better than ground beef. It's easily absorbed by your body. It's a great source of protein and a great way to build muscle. Next, and you've seen this before, Jasmine minute rice. Only 160 calories per cup. So it's pre-measured and it's easy to do. Takes 1 minute in the microwave and you're done. Another main ingredient, Eggland's Best Eggs. You don't have to use these. These are a little bit more expensive than most eggs, but to me they have a better texture. They have a higher nutrition content, and I feel more confident eating these than the cheaper eggs that are like 88 cents a dozen. Yeah, you will pay a little more, but it's worth it. And we're going to use the egg whites only. And then because it is summertime, we always have garden fresh tomatoes. So we are gonna add these to the Power Bowl for flavor. I'm gonna add some soy sauce to the rice before I add it to the mix. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is cook our chicken in a saucepan. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Next, we're gonna add the old ground chicken. This stuff is amazing. Totally replaced ground beef for me. And as in other videos you've seen before, chop that up and get it nice and crumbly. First we got to add some spices, a whole lot of garlic powder. You can season it to taste depending on how you like it. Some onion powder, some salt, got to have salt in your diet, and some fresh ground pepper. This cooks a little bit differently than ground beef, whether you're using chicken or turkey. The reason I use a deeper saucepan than a frying pan is just easier to control it, easier to chop it up. It's not, doesn't go all over the place. It's more in a confined area to cook it. You can see how that looks. And I'll do this till it's completely cooked. And then I'm going to put it through a strainer to get all the liquid out of it. But you don't want it sitting in the refrigerator with all that moisture in it. We'll let that cook. Like I said, you want to keep turning it because this cooks a little bit faster than ground beef, and the consistency is a lot different. But in the end, it comes out the same way. It comes out nice and crumbly, easy to mix in with the other ingredients in the Power Bowl. I kind of take the spoon and mash it. You can do the same thing with ground turkey. The reason I happened to try this about 2 weeks ago when I noticed they had it in the local grocery store we go to, and it was just like one of the best things I've ever eaten. And the way I season it, for me, it comes out amazing. I mean, you can make it spicier. You can just use salt and pepper. You can basically do it any way you want to do it. It doesn't take very long to cook, and typically this will last maybe 3 or 4 days. I don't really like to use anything past the 4th day, because it can start to get funky and the taste starts to change. So like every 4 days I'll make another batch. And I'll use it to make the Power Bowl. I might use it to make in an egg white omelet. And I also, once a week, and I'm going to do a video on it, I make lettuce wrapped tacos, and I'll use a taco mix and a pound of the ground chicken, and me and my girlfriend will have that for dinner one night each week. This This is a great substitute for ground beef if you don't want to eat red meat. Right now it's sticking more to chicken than anything else. Leaving ground beef out of the diet for a while. I'll eat a hamburger occasionally, but this is just like amazing to me. I like the texture, I like the taste, I like the way it absorbs the seasonings. Like I said, we eat the tacos once a week, the chicken tacos, and they're awesome. You just want to make sure you thoroughly cook it like with any other meat. You want to make sure it's 100% cooked. Now you can see before it was kind of a mush. And now it's getting nice and crumbly. It looks like a light colored or almost white ground beef. And that's done. You can see the amount of moisture that cooks off because they do leave some of the chicken fat in there, which adds to the flavor, but we're gonna pour all that out through the strainer. Okay, now that our meat is done, we wanna get all the liquid out of it. So we're gonna strain it. I have a nice bowl-shaped strainer that fits right on the top of the pot. Break this up a little bit, press down on it. Give it 5 minutes to drain. Like the meat to be dry. I don't want any extra moisture in it. Press it a few times. You can see all that moisture in the pan, which is no big deal, but you don't want to leave that in there. It's kind of gross. Sitting in that all week long. Then I'm gonna throw this in a Tupperware container, and I'll keep that in the fridge, and I'll use it for the next 3 days, maybe 4. Usually it lasts about 3. There you go. Look how quick and easy that was, and awesome that is. It smells amazing with the way I season it. Like I said, I try to keep it simple. All right, so next we're gonna do our egg whites, and you can buy egg whites in containers in the store. They're already been separated from the yolk, but me with having OCD and being a germ weirdo, I like to separate my own egg whites the old-fashioned way, which is tossing it back and forth in the shell, discarding the yolk. You can see it's pretty simple, and I use 3 to 4 for this for the power bowl. And there you go. That's the actual egg whites. Just get a little foamy. Just adds a little bit of texture. If you're making an omelet, it turns out a little bit better that way. But again, 3 egg whites. That's your next ingredient in the power bowl. And so now we're gonna cook our egg whites. Melt some butter in the pan. All right, now our pan's getting hot. Pour the egg whites in. These cook up a little bit differently than regular eggs. I usually make these fairly dry just because I'm a germaphobe and want to make sure anything living in there is dead. Texture is totally different. Now, once in a while, I'll add a whole egg to get the fat and the vitamins. When I'm trying to keep my weight at a certain number, like right now I'm trying to stay at 190 and not go above, I'll just use straight egg whites. But egg whites and chicken are two foods that are absorbed into your body more quickly and easier than other foods, especially red meat. Get those nice and chopped up, cut the heat off. So I'm gonna set those aside while I cook my rice. And there you go, egg whites, baby. Put those aside. Next, we're gonna make our rice. This is pretty simple. This just peels off. You got your rice, look at that. 1 cup of rice, 160 calories. Throw it in the microwave for 1 minute. Rice is done. Look at that. Cooked, steamy, hot, good to go. This is the Jasmine flavor from Minute Rice. They have a couple different flavors. And you can get it at Walmart. Simple, it's cheap. It's like $1.76 or $1.78 for a pack of 2 at Walmart. Pre-measured, you can't screw up. So let's assemble our power bowl. We've got our freshly made ground chicken. Put a few ounces of that in there. That's good. Now here's a trick I do with the soy sauce. I won't even take this out of the container. I'll just squirt it right into the container. It soaks right through to the bottom. There's no waste, no mess. Dump that in, grab a fork, mix that together. Looks amazing. Nice, steamy, hot, good tasting chicken and rice. Our final ingredient, our egg whites. There you go. Mix that up. Look at that. It's awesome. Just awesome. Tastes good too. And these tomatoes are fresh from our garden out back. Add 4 in there, give it some color. And one final ingredient. Maisie's in the kitchen, she's stalking me because I'm making food. A little bit of Frank's hot sauce, just a little bit, because you know I'm a wimp when it comes to spice, but it does add a little zing to it. Mix that up, now we're gonna eat it. It's just wonderful, just wonderful. Anyway, power bowl's done. Look at that, it looks amazing. Amazing. Give it a shot. Now, I eat this pretty much every day. You know, I'll eat it for lunch, breakfast, dinner. Oh my God, that's so good. So we got egg whites, ground chicken, and a cup of Minute Rice, Jasmine rice. some Frank's Red Hot sauce, and some soy sauce. That's awesome. Now, as far as nutrition, we've got 160 calories in the rice. The chicken, probably put 4 or 5 ounces in there, maybe 200 calories. The egg whites, let's say 7 grams of protein per egg white, so you have 21 grams of protein in the egg whites. Chicken, you've probably got about another 20 or 30 grams of protein. Let's say 20. So you got about 40 grams of protein. You got some carbs in there. I don't eat a lot of carbs. That's another thing. You don't need carbs. You don't need sugar. I kind of limit my carbs during the week. On the weekends, Saturdays are cheat day, and yeah, I go a little crazy, man. Get those donuts and other things. But this is simple. You can make the chicken in advance. Put the chicken in a container if you got to go to work, go to the office, go to school, whatever, you're on the go every day. Grab a container of the rice, makes it easy, it's already pre-packaged. Throw that in a bag or throw it in a cooler, throw your chicken in a cooler, pre-make your egg whites. You can take it all with you, heat it up for 30 seconds in the microwave, and you got your meal. You're home all the time, you work from home, you're ready to go. It's quick, it's easy, it digests quickly, it's absorbed quickly into your body. Gives you everything you need. It's a good pre and post workout meal as well. And I said, look, you can have it for lunch, breakfast, for dinner. So Monday through Friday, I always recommend eat the same thing. That old saying, eat like a dog. That's what you want to do. You want to eat the same thing. Cut down on your processed sugar or eliminate it altogether, and cut down on your refined carbs. And that weight is gonna fall off of you like a lead balloon, man. 4.5 months, 5 months, I lost 50 pounds just by doing this. Oh my God, that ground chicken is so freaking good. And these tomatoes, right out of the garden. You can add some onions to it, a little bit of jalapeno. If I'm making it for dinner, I'll add some asparagus to it, get some greens, some baby Brussels sprouts. That works well too. Asparagus, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli are probably the 3 vegetables you want to stick to. They're the ones that are gonna add the most nutritional value. So I'm just trying to come up with things that are simple for myself, pass it along to you guys, because I see so much crap on Instagram and YouTube, people that are saying, oh, it's okay to eat bread if you're trying to lose weight. No, it's not okay to eat bread. Bread has too much sugar in it, especially white bread, and sugar is poison to your body. I don't care what anybody tells you, that's a medical fact. It's one of the most addictive substances on the planet. But anyway, that's amazing. This is addictive. It doesn't make you feel bloated. And that's another thing. I limit the amount of vegetables I use and eat during the week, because if you're trying to look good, one thing that can bloat you is vegetables, especially if you eat them raw, like broccoli and cauliflower. That will bloat the hell out of you. If you have questions about what to eat, send me a message through YouTube or the email that I provide in the description box. You gotta try this. It's freaking amazing. And I'm not gonna be fancy. Yeah, I use paper bowls. Usually I have a plastic fork, but I ran out of those. Gotta go to Walmart and get some more. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. There's many more to come, plus workout videos. Until the next video, peace!